Can you hear me, Mother? I don't know. I'm waiting for...
All right, for comments.
How is it, Gloria? Can you hear us now?
You can? Okay.
I love how he's like...
He just
Like the worst cameraman I've ever had in my entire life. He like...
Well, he's not. He can't be fired.
I get like this. And then no words come out.
No. There's an emotional cost here.
That's right.
Nothing is free in life.
Thank you, Gloria. I appreciate you.
Oh, is Gloria listening?
Yes.
Is that Gloria McGuy?
Yeah.
Oh, hello from Toronto. I hope you're feeling better. She got hit with COVID again.
No, seriously?
Yes, seriously.
That's one thing that I've not had to deal with. Friends of ours got it for the first time last week or the week before that.
Yeah, allergies hit her really, really hard, and she gets migraines, so she really has to go in complete darkness.
Yep.
And then she was weird about it, and she was like, let me take some tests, and then it came out positive, and it just, she tells people, I have some autoimmune stuff, I need some space. And they don't honor that, and that's where it's just like, don't get mad at me, but I need personal space. You need to keep your distance.
Space.
It's really hard. So anyway, I hope you're feeling better.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
My husband was like struck with allergies yesterday. You saw us moving our mouths, but we were talking about how I got to get away this weekend to Newport, which was very nice.
Yeah.
And my husband immediately outside, all the daffodils are in bloom, everything's gorgeous. I know.
Yeah.
We had to hit CVS or Clarendon again.
I just started my Alavert for the allergies, but we also talked about Naukabout and the flavors. You're drinking.
Yes, I've got pineapple hard seltzer today.
And mine's called a what mule?
It is a mashed pea mule.
It has ginger in it. It's so good.
They've also got a strawberry daiquiri hard seltzer and some other fun stuff for spring break.
And next on my list is that
School
S'mores
vacation. I know, there's a lot of choices. Good morning, Betty. Hey, Roland, thanks for joining us. So outside, we've got Attaquin Acres, and they are doing potted plant situation.
Yeah,
so
they're setting up right now.
Bring the kids. You can make and take a potted plant. Attaquin Acres is opening for their season opener May 8th. So Lemonadio is going to be there doing some live music for the planting, keeping everybody jumping.
Give everybody credit who can keep plants alive.
I am terrible at it.
I'm not that great
but
either.
they do amazing things over there with stuff that I've actually been able to keep alive.
Oh, okay.
So a couple of their plants, I forget one of them specifically, I planted right at the beginning of the season, and I had it still blooming through September.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I don't know whether it's their choices of plants or whether I need something that needs to be abused. Is that wrong?
No. The plan had a few therapy sessions to prepare for where it was going.
Just to let you know, if you're coming home to my house, be prepared to die and be abused. You're welcome.
Unless you're a fighter. They're survivors.
So yes, her plants are survivors. Definitely, for sure.
That's so funny.
So Sunday Funday here at Naukabout. They also, if you're looking for summer work here in the Mashpee area, they have a hiring open house, which is happening on Wednesday from 3 until 6. Right before trivia night, you can come and check out the place, meet some of the staff here, and see if this is the right fit for you. Maybe you're looking to supplement your income. Maybe you're looking to just get the heck out of your house. I mean, really depending.
children.
I know, right? You're done. Like, I'm done. Get me out of here. Let me be amongst whatever.
That's it.
But this place is very family friendly inside, outside. There's so many great. I just love it. It's almost like a hobby hole. Like there's like all these little hidey areas and like little.
Yeah, you got Connect 4 and a few other games.
Yep, and outside is just absolutely beautiful, and it overlooks the pond here in Mashpee, and it's just really.
I love it because you're right on the hill.
Yeah, and you can find a little privacy here, pretty much anywhere you walk around this building. So
you can drink in the corner in private.
Absolutely, if that's what you want, we've got it for
you.
you.
I do that. It happens, Life ain't easy.
You're right. And also they've got entertainment. Steve Sweeney was here on Friday, and the comedian.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So he was right here. He had his little backdrop.
Oh, my God.
They put out some chairs here. So they've got comedians coming.
That's awesome.
They've got food trucks. They've got, karaoke on Friday. The Johnny Cash tribute band coming up this weekend. We've got another fundraiser, which is happening here next Sunday. Heroes in Transition. Team Hazard is going to be here. So swing on by, grab a Hazard draft because all of that money is going to be going directly to Heroes in Transition, which does amazing work for our returning soldiers.
I have a couple ideas to get people to donate.
Oh, I love
A
that.
person in particular.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to
We'll
that.
talk about it offline.
Perfect. And if you would like to donate to my team, absolutely find me on Facebook. My team is lacking in the donations department. I could use a little help bringing up the team's bottom average.
All right, there you go.
So how was your weekend? You opened your house.
I did. I
You
had
had
the
your first renter?
It's just so interesting. I mean, season is happening earlier and earlier. I guess.
Well, it was like 80 degrees on
Well,
Friday.
there you go. Thanks to climate change, whether it's good or bad, it's happening. So yeah, and they had a fantastic time. It was a group of ladies that were up, I should say, from New Jersey, and she checked in with me while I was driving down here, and they had a wonderful time. A couple things they had to point out. My freezer's going on the fritz. So there's another added cost, but that's okay. At least
everything will be fine. I'm fine.
But I have a time period. I don't have to do it right in the middle or during renters.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of time. So, thankful it happened in the beginning of the season. But yeah, it's hard to believe, like in 2 weeks, I think we've got the first tea dance, which is the first weekend in May. I just got the announcement for our, townie passes, which is kind of fun.
Yay.
I wish I was going to be there. I never miss, but this year my niece is getting, well, I won't say getting married. She's already married, but she's having her wedding celebration.
Yeah.
That first weekend, so I'll be in Tennessee. But yeah, I have renters the week after that, and then I have Hunter, if you're listening, from San Francisco. Him and his new husband, John, are going to come for Memorial Day weekend.
Oh,
so
that's
that'll be
fun.
And that'll be interesting.
I've got to find my way in the area then,
You
because
too.
I definitely need to meet them. I feel like
Hunter
I've
is
talked about them,
dying to
talked
meet
to
you.
them,
Yes.
and spent enough time on a social connection.
Yep.
But now I get to meet them in real life, which is exciting.
Yeah, and then, of course, Provincetown does its own Pride weekend. So there's that going on. The film festival. I mean, things just really kick up.
Yeah, it really
know?
does. It happens really fast, too.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the weeks that you're like, oh, I've got plenty of time. Well, you don't.
It used to be where like March was kind of dead on the Cape, and then April, everybody kind of starts waking up, and you've got so many contractors, landscapers, which you have.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a sponsor.
Yeah.
That does
MBR Landscaping, if you are
and
looking for
cleaning.
somebody,
Yeah,
yep,
absolutely.
online, mbRlandscaping.com.
There you go.
Tell Bruno Stephanie Viva sent you.
That's it.
And also, if you're looking for a new vehicle, my sweet little ride over there.
Mia
Let me
the
just
Kia.
tell you, I know, Mia the Kia out there, Cape and Islands Kia, thank you very much, did a phenomenal job. And it was so nice to be able to park in a tiny little spot when we were at the B&B, because there was exactly 19 spots and there are 20 cars. So there was one that had to be moved in and out. I
Cars
know.
only, yeah.
And I was like, I'm fine. Like, the lady was like, I'll move this one. And I'm like, no problem. You don't need to move it very far. It was nice to be able to get in there and get out of there in
Yeah.
a timely fashion.
Well,
So loving my vehicle and not spending $1 million on gas. Very much a big to-do right now for me.
Wait, what's that? What do I hear?
It's the gas sipping sounds of my Cape and Islands Kia. Sip, sip.
Was it 50-something miles? to
It's
the
pretty
gallon?
amazing.
Wow.
Almost 50 miles to the gallon, right?
Yeah.
I love your support.
You're welcome.
I was not expecting you today, and I'm really excited that you wore your clucking shirt over here.
Oh, yeah, my Super Clucking Chicken. This is Cuddy's, which was focused with Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And they have this Sunday chicken sandwich that's amazing. But you got to pre-order between Sunday through Wednesday. This is all because of COVID. And you place your order, and then you go and pick it up, and they text you on Sunday when it's ready. And they've got two different, they alternate Sundays.
Oh, okay.
One is a barbecue sauce. The other one is a honey mustard, which is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue's my favorite.
So
though.
wait for the honey mustard week or the barbecue week, and then
Yeah.
you order it.
Yeah, they're out in Brookline, Massachusetts, but they're fantastic. So, yeah, I thought, it was Sunday. This is their shirt.
That's it. Clucking Sunday it is.
When I first bought it and went in, because usually before COVID, there'd be a line all the way down the block. And it's just like first come, first serve. And when
I'm
they're-
loving the call
when they're-
ahead, show up
Yeah,
method.
when they're out, they're out. So I wore this once, and they were so happy I wore it. I got a free apple pie.
Oh, well
like
then.
I need any more food, but it was delicious.
Don't you know I have the diabetes? I don't need the apple
Lay off me,
pie.
I'm starving.
That's one of my favorite.
The Chris Farley.
Yes. SNL. Oh, who was on last night? Was it a show last night? I was
was a-
disappointed with the Molly Shannon.
I know I was too. The Sally O'Malley was okay. I love Molly Shannon. She's
Me
done
too.
Fantastic work. This last night was an actress who's from Cuba.
Oh, okay.
Who in like 3 weeks is going to become a U.S. citizen. Can't name her name to save my life. But when I tried to start watching it, nope, fell asleep.
Oh, so it probably wasn't that great.
Yeah, no, I just had my walker on the side of the bed, and I just I'll watch it on the iPad.
Well, this
was
time of
fun.
year, especially when you're getting out and walking around and getting your steps in and being so busy trying to get everything ready, we're freaking exhausted.
Well, yeah, and of course, Rocco's,
Hubby and I were in bed by like 9 p.m. on both nights.
my
Like,
dog Rocco is demanding, and he wants to go to the park, and he wants to walk, and he wants this, and he wants that.
so much activities.
Yep. So yeah, it was a long day. I was up at 5:45 because I took Taylor to work, and I picked him up from work,
Amazing.
and I got some more pet stuff for Rocco. But there's my domestic duties.
Oh, I love
There
it.
you go. But I made this amazing chicken thigh with lemon and thyme.
Oh, yeah? Yum.
Ina Garden's go-to dinners. Fantastic.
That sounds good.
Took a picture of it. I'll share it with you later.
I love it. Rachel, you want to come and talk to everybody while we've got the camera rolling? She's like, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should I move out?
Just slide
You
in.
want me to slide in?
Slide in next to me.
Come on over.
So this is Rachel. She's real.
She exists. She's a person.
So she is here from Attaquin Acres, and we have our potting event. Oh, what are those?
It's a super bell.
I know nothing about plants.
It's a wicked low maintenance, awesome plant.
That's
gonna
for
bloom
me.
all summer, and it matches your. It's a lemonade.
I love it. It's
Now,
perfect.
It says yellow. Do they come in other colors?
Yes, all kinds of colors, like every color of the rainbow.
That's awesome.
Some of them are double flowers, so they look like mini roses. They're
Oh,
gorgeous.
cute.
Yeah.
So what is growing right now in the greenhouse? Because Attaquin Acres is opening May 8th.
Yes, May 8th. So we, everybody knows us for our geraniums.
Mm-hmm.
We specialize in geraniums. People come from all over to get them. So we have lots of those, all different colors, amazing, beautiful geraniums.
Yes.
And then we have hanging baskets. We have perennials growing. We have all kinds of annuals.
And this is going to sound fresh, but they are box specialists. So if you need, your planters or your boxes done by a professional,
Oh, yeah.
you guys are really amazing. You do
Thank
businesses and it just keep everything blooming constantly
Yeah.
throughout the entire season, which is lovely.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. It's good stuff.
So if you're a business and you're like, oh, I want them to do some of our scaping for us, how do they get a hold of you? I
So-
mean, how much time do you have?
Not full-on scaping. Contained.
Organizing, yes.
Contained gardening. So, like, we'll do some containers, window boxes, pots. A lot of people bring their pots, and a lot of people don't want to do that work.
No,
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which is, so they drop off their pots to us. We fill them up, make them beautiful, and they come pick them up and put them on their stand.
I'm a fan of that service.
So come on down today.
Yeah,
Not
right.
today. Don't come down.
No. Come down here. To
Oh,
meet
yes,
her.
come down here
Talk about
today.
your box. Let's get something going on.
Drop your box off.
That's it.
God, I love you, Rachel. She's outside with her mom, Paula, and you guys run a fantastic business,
Thank
and
you.
you're only open seasonally. And you and I were talking about that.
Yeah.
Because hubby and I got to sneak away to Newport for a couple of days this past weekend, and it was funny because when you're Google looking at things that were seasonally not open, but they say they're open. So him and I went
Oh
to
my
like
God.
3 shops and they were closed,
were
and I was like,
closed.
"Hello, it says
Yeah.
it's open."
Google
little
needs to
early.
catch up.
Yeah.
The-
You know
right
what I
for
mean?
seasonal businesses, we need a better.
We need a seasonal button.
Yeah. Yes. Who do
Yeah.
we talk to? Are you out there? Can you make this happen for us?
Yeah, we need that.
You do, because you guys do all kinds of fun stuff too, and you're planning some workshops in the greenhouse
Yep,
this
we're gonna
summer.
have some events. Yep, we're gonna do probably a paint night, which everybody loves. We'll have the lights up, and we'll do some yoga in there. We'll have some fun events.
I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
we went to like a sip and shop event that they had, and your mom did this wonderful meditation, and it was it was magical. It was like a full moon circle, and it was just a bunch of women, and we were shopping and chatting, and it was really a lovely experience.
Yeah.
More of that, please.
We are going to do more of
Yes.
that, I promise.
So
Definitely.
Lemonade is going to be there May 8th when they open their doors at Attaquin, and you get to go inside the greenhouse and see what's been growing, which I'm really excited for. And if you've got the kids and you're looking for something to do on this kind of gloomy day, bring them down. We're going to be here until 1 o'clock, Naukabout Lake Ave in Mashpee with Attaquin Acres. And go outside and get something ready for your deck, your potted plant, your Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day is coming. We have gift certificates too. But right now we have little dianthus, they look like little carnation flowers, and marigolds to plant.
Cute,
For
perfect.
anybody who wants to come and make a little pot right now, they can decorate it, plant it up, and take it home.
Perfect. All right, so swing on through. We're at Naukabout Brewery. Going to be here until 1 o'clock with Attaquin Acres. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back to your mom.
All right.
I love Paula. She's fabulous.
Yeah, my mom she had a green thumb, and we would go to local nurseries and stuff, and she had, in the living room like a 3-tiered, rack on the windows, and would pat water them. And
I love those living walls.
Yeah.
I stared at one yesterday for a solid 2.5 hours while I was at dinner because we had the world's worst waitress.
Oh, okay.
We had an experience last night in one of our prefixed situations while we're visiting Newport, and it's restaurant week, and we're really excited to try this place, which I'm going to remain nameless.
Okay.
And we were thrilled with the menu. We were really, really excited for this. And our waitress, I didn't know what she was on, what kind of day she was having, but I felt like I was being punked. Inevitably, and I talked about this on my live, I think I was talking to Greg about this. Whenever Cliff and I go away, when we don't have children, we will be sat next to a seat of children.
You had that last
Oh, yeah.
night. Oh, God.
I even took photos of it because the restaurant was empty. It was empty.
And they had to seat them right next
Yeah,
to you.
directly next to us. A toddler screaming. And Cliff's like, oh, I didn't even notice it was whatever. And I was like, she's right next to us. How do you not notice? That wasn't the problem. The problem was the menu that we chose. Apparently, there was supposed to be a wine pairing with said menu. Well, that threw her all off. She was thrown off. She didn't know. They didn't set her one. She was going to go check. She was checking with
She
managers.
didn't believe you. There's no
She's like,
pairing menu. What are you
right? She's like,
talking about?
I don't have that. But then she just forgot about us. So then the restaurant gets busy, and they were just like, hello, with flies on her eyeballs, waiting. Can you notice me? I'd just like to order.
She could have probably benefited from maybe an edible.
So I think she was on one because I think
okay.
she just didn't know where we were or
It's
if
the
she
wrong
was still
type.
working. Yeah, she was definitely a space cadet.
Yeah.
So at one point during the dinner, I looked at the radar because we were about 800 feet away from our hotel.
Radar.
Because the downpour was going to be happening. And I'm like, let me get the flip out of this restaurant
Right.
so I can walk back to my hotel without getting completely poured on.
Oh, wow.
Well, Gladys over there in her own little sniffing the tulips didn't understand anything that was happening. So it is, by the time we are leaving this restaurant, a full-on torrential downpour, flooded streets. And there's Stephanie and Cliff like we're swept away. Like I was on a leaf getting a rowboat down the road.
Stroke.
And I just laughed like a hyena the whole way back because it was
you did.
so ridiculous. I'm wearing a white top. I just had my hair dyed, so it is now, my white top is now tinged red because I hadn't even washed it yet.
Oh, my gosh.
It was like I looked like a puddle of nightmare that rolled up.
No, let's
And
rephrase it. Just a work of art.
Yeah, definitely a work of art. I don't know which one of those that's called, but it was definitely abstract.
A whole brand new T-shirt.
So yeah, and we run up to the back of the hotel because only the back door is open at this point in time, and there's two people sitting in their car waiting for the torrential downpour to be over. And then they
While
just
they're
looked
just
at us
watching you, yeah.
while they're just watching this like hijinks happen.
Well, it'd been funny if they just pulled out the whole box of popcorn going.
Yeah, 100%.
Watching you.
Like when they saw us completely like dripping, they were like, okay, maybe it's time to get out of the car now. Wait, this isn't so bad. These people survived. I
then they
didn't
get hit
melt
by
away.
lightning.
Yeah, it was
Sorry.
close because there was lightning out there and
there
I
you
did
go.
see it. So yeah, we rolled up and we threw open the door, and everybody inside the bed and breakfast that we were staying at just was like silent. They're like, oh wow. Like, look what the
good
cat
night.
dragged in was absolutely uttered. Because that was us last night.
We didn't hear any screams.
Yeah, right? I was too busy. I was trying to put together a reel this morning, and I was like, no, I need to focus on this
not
one.
gonna
This one's
happen.
going to be a good one.
That's great.
Completely soaking wet. My shoes are still soaking wet. Absolutely everything, top to bottom, soaking frigging wet last night. But I mean, we laughed. It was a story. So
Yeah, definitely.
we'll have that. Thank you very much, Gladys, for sniffing your tulips. And once again, don't know what kind of edible she was on, but she looked like Kristen Wiig in that skit where she was like, and I'm Junice. I said, Cliff, if she has baby hands serving me, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this restaurant now.
I had that experience.
Did you?
Yes.
With the baby hands?
Yes. Well, yes.
And how did you
I won't
handle
even
it?
I won't call it baby hands. Well, yeah, I don't know. We might have to pause this one or table it for a little bit.
All right, table that one
Yeah.
before we insult people, because that's not what we're about. We're about love and light here on this.
Absolutely. It was just, my dad has, a lot of issues. He's gone. But anyway, it was a moment where
I'm into this
it was
story.
I'll just tell you, it was a group dinner, and the guy, anyway, I'm not going to describe him, but it was a community dinner, and then my dad was just hoping, like, please don't pass the pie. Please don't pass the pie over here. Or please don't touch
'cause
the
he
pie.
knew.
Please don't cut the pie. I'll take care of it. Just give me the pie. But of course, that's his inner voice, and he couldn't say any of this stuff. And my sister and I are just watching him like, we know what Dad's thinking. Okay. Moving on. And then scene.
Perfect.
Yes, there you go.
Sunday Funday here at Naukabout Brewing Company, Lake Ave in Mashpee. Definitely swing on by and say hello to us. We're going to wrap up this live portion here, as invigorating as it has been.
Come back and watch.
I know. We
Come
got to
in
catch
person.
up. I know.
We're just starting.
Yeah, right. It's just
I
beginning.
mean, it's not even an hour yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
I was so excited when I pulled up and I saw Mia the Kia, and I was like, yes, she's here.
Yay.
Yeah.
Definitely unexpected.
goosebumps, yes.
See, I know. I needed a little dose of RTB today.
A little
so
kick in your morning.
that's it.
Yeah.
We'll
So
be here.
If you're local, if you're nearby, come on to Naukabout.
Please, and also check the schedule. Follow them on Facebook, Naukabout Brewing Company. We will talk to you later.
Yeah, they're showing the Celtics and the Bruins. Cheers.